Hare Krishna. I'm very busy. I don't have any time for Bhagavad Gita or spirituality. This is what is the answer from many of us when we are requested to read Bhagavad Gita or practice any spiritual activities. Let us look into this in this video. Today we are going to discuss on 1.20 Sloka in Bhagavad Gita. We have completed 19 slokas, one sloka a day, and you can check out all the videos in Gita4youth YouTube channel. So let's get started. अत व्यवस्थितान् दृष्ट्वा धातराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वज प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुरुद्यम्य पाण्डवा ऋषिकेशं तथा वाक्यम् इदम् आह महीपते. Translation. At that time, Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra, drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. Yes. So till now, in the first 19 slokas, what happened? Bhagavad Gita began with an interesting question by Dhritarashtra. He asked Sanjaya that what is happening in the battlefield, in Kurukshetra. Sanjaya responded by saying that your dear son Duryodhana was observing the army of Pandavas, and he went back to Dronacharya and he addressed all the points, that all the strategies that he is going to plan with his observation. And the discussion continued. And after Duryodhana examined his army and the opponent's army, Arjuna also observed the army of Duryodhana and army of Pandava, on the army of Kauravas. And then Arjuna, after observing, he wanted Krishna to bring his chariot to the middle of the battlefield, middle of the Kurukshetra, so that he can see who all came to please Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra. Then in Pandavas, Arjuna, when he was seated in the chariot, it is observed that the chariot in which Arjuna is seated, it has a flag, and on the top of the flag, there's Hanuman. There's a mark of Hanuman. It is written as Kapidvajaha. The shloka is written as Kapidvajaha. This is a shloka explained by Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya is explaining to Dhritarashtra that, hey Raja, this is what is happening in the battlefield. Arjuna is there along with Krishna in his chariot, and at the top of his chariot, there's a flag, there's a standard, and on the stand, there's a flag, and on the top of the flag, there's a mark of Hanuman. There's a monkey, Kapi Dvajaha. On the Dvaja, there's a Kapi. Kapi means monkey or Hanuman. Now, in the side of Kauravas, everyone started bewildering after looking at the flag, after looking at the monkey which is on the flag, because this doesn't look like a simple mark on the flag. It simply looks as if the monkey is real, Hanuman is real, and he's coming towards them. So they got terrified after looking the scene. Now, why is this flag? What is this Hanuman doing on the flag that is present in the chariot of Arjuna? So if you look at the battlefield, every chariot has a unique flag and they have a unique mark on their flag, so that they can identify which warrior is coming towards him, or which warriors are around him. So that is the reason they have this specific flag and specific marking on the flag. And not just that reason, that Arjuna has Hanuman on the flag that he is holding, his chariot is holding. But there is another reason for Hanuman being present on the side of Pandavas. So when the Pandavas in the past, when they were in the forest, at that time, Arjuna went to heavenly planet so that he can get some astras for the future use. And along with, just like Arjuna went, Bhima also went to Himalayas. When he is going from Badrikashram to Himalayas towards the direction, he came across a monkey. It's a very huge monkey on his way, and he tried to move the tail of that monkey, which is blocking his path towards his journey, towards his destination. And then he tried a lot, but he was not able to move that tail, and he got so frustrated that he was feeling that he's the most powerful person on the earth. So he was feeling frustrated. Why is this not moving? And then later on, he gets a lesson, a humble lesson by his brother Hanuman. Why is Hanuman brother? Because both took birth from Vayudev. So the Vayudev is a cause of it. But so they both are brothers. Now Bhima took that lesson from Hanuman. We must be humble. And then he requested Hanuman to stay along with them in the battle, in the upcoming battle. And Hanuman accepted. And Hanuman said, I'll stay in the side of Pandavas, in your side, as I'll stay in the flag on the chariot of Arjuna. That is the reason Hanuman was present in the side of Pandavas, and it is also a sign of victory for Pandavas, and that is problematic situation for Kauravas, because sign of victory is in the side of Pandavas. And if you look at the two images that I am showing, so one is the Lord Ram and Hanuman were present while they are fighting in Anka. So Hanuman is a sign of victory for the battle that happened in Sri Lanka, where Ram won against Ravana and his army. So similarly, the same is happening right now as well in Kurukshetra. That is, Hanuman is present in the side of Kauravas, and not just Hanuman. Ram is also present along with Hanuman. So how is Ram present? Sri Krishna uh, is the same Ram in Dwapara. So in that way, both Ram and Hanuman are present in the side of Pandavas, and that shows that uh, the future result of the battle. Now, coming to the lesson from this shloka, here is the quote. Even a go-getter needs to know where to go and what to get. Let us understand what does this mean. If we observe our lives, the current modern age, the 21st century, everyone is a go-getter. Everyone is very busy in their own life. They're running behind many things. You name it, it may be money, fame, popularity, success, victory, some goals, dreams, whatever it may be, we are running behind them, and we are a go-getter. We want to go and get it. That's it. We don't have time for any other things. We want to go and get it. This is a passion that we have in this modern age. Now, the problem comes when we ask them, what about spirituality? And the answer that we get is zero. We don't have any time for spirituality. We are behind some dream or some goal, and we don't have any time for this spirituality. And many of us think of spirituality as an activity that we can do when we become old, when we have some free time. At the time, I'll do. I don't have time right now. I'm really busy. If we look at the cycle, when we are young, we say that I'm too young to think about God. When we become a little, when we are grown up, little, then we say we are too self-sufficient. We are busy with all the gains that we have. I'm already happy. I don't need to think about God. And then when we become more young, then we say that we're too busy to think about God. And then when we become even old, we're too tired to think about God. And at the end, too late to think about God. So There's no time for us to think about God or to read Bhagavad Gita or to practice any spiritual activities. But there's a thing that we need to observe from Bhagavad Gita about Arjuna that will make us rethink about the decision that we are going to take in our whole life. Before going to explain, before going to discuss about Arjuna, let me show you a video. This is the life of a individual. This is the end of life. Now, just look at Arjuna. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna spoke this knowledge, this divine wisdom to Arjuna. And who is Arjuna? Arjuna is the greatest archer in the world at that time. And no one is equal to Arjuna in his archery skills. He's such an expert in fighting. He's such an expert warrior that no one can withstand when he's going to fight against Arjuna. Such a powerful warrior, Arjuna, when he was going through this Kurukshetra war battlefield, before speaking Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, this is a shloka that we are at right now, 20th shloka. Arjuna is about to shoot his arrows. He is holding his bow, he is about to shoot his arrows, and he is present in the chariot, in his chariot. He has a flag, and he has Hanuman in the flag, and he has Krishna who is driving his chariot. Chariot has the 4 white horses, and the chariot is given by the Agni Dev, fire god. And when Arjuna is observing the Kauravas, then he started asking himself some questions. What am I doing? Am I going to kill my relatives, my teachers, my great grandfather, my inspiration? Is this what I am meant to do in my life? Is this dharma? Am I doing the right thing to be done? All these questions kept on thinking. All these questions made Arjuna rethink about his decision of fighting and killing them. And then these questions made him take guidance of Krishna. He made a decision to surrender to Krishna and get guidance and know whether the thing that he's doing is right or not. And what is the time in which he asked Krishna questions? It is the moment when he is going to shoot his arrows, and there are lakhs and lakhs of people around him, against him and behind him, supporting him. There are lakhs of warriors ready with their powerful uh, weapons, chariots, horses, elephants, and all the military missiles and everything. He has all of the things ready to start a war, and that is a time. That's a moment when you don't have any time for any things like Bhagavad Gita or spirituality or God. Do you think that is the time for Arjuna to discuss about God? No. Probably we might be wondering that in our life we never face such a situation daily, but we ourselves are busy whole day, whole life, running behind many things in life. We are a go-getters. And the greatest go-getter is Arjuna. Even the greatest go-getter, Arjuna, when he is going to go and get, that means he is going to fight the war and then win the battle. Even at that moment, at that difficult moment where he doesn't have any time, even at that time, Arjuna gave time to Bhagavad Gita. What does this mean? This shows the importance of Bhagavad Gita, spirituality, or Krishna consciousness. The importance of Bhagavad Gita is revealed by the situation where Arjuna is inquiring from Krishna in the Kurukshetra, in the battlefield, around lakhs of people. Probably Bhagavad Gita might have taken around 30 to 40 minutes for Krishna to explain at that time, 5,000 years back. And Arjuna is capable of understanding it, hearing it in that short span, and he was able to receive and realize the importance and the significance of the knowledge that Krishna gave, and he got himself ready and confident to fight the war. That is a point we need to learn, that in our life, we are busy, we are great, we are also running behind many things, let's say money. But what is the point of collecting a lot of money at the time of death, which is taken away from us? We are not going to hold it back with us at the time of death. We have to leave everything that we are taking, that we are attaining. So we may be a go-getter, but the problem is we need to know where we are going. We also need to know what we are going for. What do you want to get? If we are running behind temporary things and which doesn't satisfy you, there's no point in getting that till the time of till the end of your life and regretting by looking back at your life, like, what is it that I did in my life? This is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I am running behind. Here comes Bhagavad Gita, which shows us the important things, which shows us the permanent things that one needs to run behind, and he also shows the way to attain that permanent things. That is the reason we must invest our time in reading Bhagavad Gita, at least 5 minutes daily. So the quote is, even a go-getter needs to know where to go and what to get. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. If you have any comments, suggestions, or reflections, feel free to share with us. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. We'll end here.